Hello, I attempted drinking 24 liters or 6.3 gallons of water in a day. And I'll be showing you how challenging it was, what were the surprising benefits, and what were the side effects. This is what happens drinking way too much than I should have. Starting off at 81.5 kilograms, some rules. I'm going to be drinking 750 milliliters of water from this cup right here, and I'm going to be drinking it every 30 minutes, and I'm going to be documenting every 30 minutes so that when I drink the whole cup and I do it on time, or I try to do it on time. And 16 hours a day I'm awake, so every half an hour I would be drinking 750 milliliters, so that would add up to 24 liters. First cup in, it felt like your average, water. You wake up at 6 a.m. and you just fucking drink. That's nothing too special. It was just water. Upon the second 750 milliliters of water at 6:30, I felt a bit colder, which could be just of the temperature, but it could also be of the water. And I was definitely happy drinking the water because I did know the benefits that could come from this. Looking at the studies, we can see that it's very, very common for people to be dehydrated at all ages. So even you right now could be dehydrated. And me, at the start of this challenge, I believe even I was dehydrated. For example, looking at this study, 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated, meaning they just don't drink enough water. And it's a multitude of things that lead to this, right? But even just concentrating on drinking more of that water, you don't really think about it in your daily activities, but you do have to drink more water to really flush out everything, to feel better, for many things, many benefits. And while there is no good way to say if you're dehydrated or if you're hydrated, most people are dehydrated. So unless you're drinking somewhere from 3 to 4 liters a day of water, you're probably dehydrated. Some of the easy benefits of being hydrated, such as keep a normal temperature, lubricate joints, which is good for the gym as well, get rid of waste through urine, meaning flush your body, which is also very important, prevent infections, deliver nutrients to cell, and keep organs functioning properly. And some of the easy dehydration downsides being such as fatigue, headaches, being thirsty overall, dizziness, muscle cramps, and in worst cases, kidney failures. So with this information, I was excited going to this experiment, and at 6:30 you can see, I'm happy, I'm drinking, I'm doing this, doing that, right? But going deeper into this experiment, you'll see the darker truth that was awaiting me. For the next 3 times at 7, 7:30, and 8, nothing too important happened. I was just drinking. Took me about a minute each time to drink, and it didn't feel too bad. Didn't feel like anything, to be honest. It was just water. At 8:30, I got to the gym, so you're gonna have to bear with the footage that I could take, but I did record the time. So when I started and then I went into camera, which looks a bit weird, but bear with me here. And I drank the water, so nothing too bad there as well, except for one little fact. For some reason, I started shitting more, not just pissing more, but also shitting more, which could be just a way of my body telling me to flush everything out or something like that. Could be from the water, could be just, my digestive system, but that was something to keep in mind, is that I was shitting more. For 9, 9:30, and 10, I was at the gym. And one thing that I did notice is it could have been just a good day, but I don't think that was it. I felt stronger in the gym, my pumps were better, and I was just more active in a way, more energetic. Just being hydrated at the start already gave me kind of like strength, energy, better pump. And it's not like I did anything different from any of my other gym sessions. So I think being hydrated really, really helped me with just pump, energy, strength. And this was the big benefit that I was expecting. At 10:30 and 11, I was doing some cardio, which I think definitely helped me out in this challenge because just sweating more. So when you sweat, you obviously get the water out of your body through sweating, meaning all the water that I was drinking, I was also getting out. What I did notice obviously was just more sweating. But one downside that I started noticing was that time felt slower. Like, I'm not quite sure why, but this could be just mental or like placebo, but time did feel slower. But big takeaway is that cardio definitely helped me move on further in this challenge. At 11:30 and 12, I was just sitting at a desk. I was eating some bread, but it was not going down real well. So drinking so much did not really fit with eating. It, like, mentally I did want to eat, but physically it was kind of like I was pushing the food down more than like enjoying it. That's definitely something that I felt. And also one important thing that you can see is that I was taking my time more with drinking the water. So 750 milliliters on the first time when I drank it, I drank it in like a minute. By this time, I was starting to slow down significantly. So I was taking up to 5 minutes to finish the drink, which could be just because I was going slower or because I was watching a video in the background while I do it or something like that. But I feel like it was just slowing down. So I was starting to get full. 12:30. And this is about the point in the challenge when pretty much everything hit me all at once. I was starting to get a headache. I felt slight pressure in my brain, or kind of like swelling in my brain, pressure in my eyes, felt a bit nauseous, and I was starting to feel kind of unmotivated. I couldn't really concentrate. I pretty much kept sitting at that desk, but everything was hitting me all at once. And these were kind of the downsides of being overhydrated, which I was definitely at this point. About 10 liters of water in. Common downsides were fatigue, headaches, muscle cramps, which I did not have, nausea, swelling in the hands and feet, thirst, confusion, muscle weakness, water intoxication, hypothermia, shortness of breath, double vision, tiredness, dizziness, swelling of cells, and affects the brain, which I was feeling at this point. I could definitely feel like my brain was kind of bloated or like pressured, and the headaches were also coming in. 1 and 1:30, I kept going, but you could definitely see the side effects and the downsides getting worse and worse. By this point, there pretty much was no benefit to me drinking the water, and you could see it could get up to 20 minutes for me to drink the actual water. And this is where it happened. After sitting at the desk for 2 hours, I couldn't concentrate. Everything around me went silent, pressure in my eyes, and I fainted. So I passed out. I fainted right at the desk. So I think this is probably where I stop before it gets any worse. Lucky for me, I was sitting at the desk, so nothing bad happened from the faint. But this is where I realized the dark side effects of drinking this much water. Your kidneys can process about 1 liter of water per hour, so drinking 1.5 liters an hour was leading me straight to overhydration. When drinking too much water, you may experience water poisoning, intoxication, or a disruption of brain functions. This happens when there's too much water in the cells, including the brain cells. As this study says, sodium is a crucial element that helps keep the balance of fluids in and out of cells. When its levels drop due to high amount of water in the body, fluid gets inside the cells. Then the cells swell, putting you at risk of having seizures, going into a coma, or even dying, which is why I stopped. After having drunk about 13 liters of water in about 9 hours, the challenge was failed. At this point, I weighed in about 86 kilograms, meaning a gain of 4.5 kilograms of just water. The side effects that I was experiencing persisted for the next 6 hours, which after that I felt normal. So the headaches, the pressure, the confusion, and the nausea persisted for the next 6 hours. With this being concluded, I can definitely say that I am going to drink more water because of the upsides, such as being stronger, being a better pump, more energy, and just flushing out your body. However, I will not be drinking 24 liters in a day because of the downsides of fatigue, headache, muscle cramps, nausea, muscle weakness, water intoxication, tiredness, dizziness, swelling of cells, kidney strain, and possibly dying.